frame by frame, aka spilling all the lore. Just kidding. No, I'm still holding several hostages of lore. Why did I use that analogy? Anyways, you get an extra frame first. Welcome to my brain. For Animatic, I don't storyboard. I word vomit and make weird doodles of insanity. And just stick figures because that's how my brain works, And it makes sense to me, so it's fine. Okay, now to the actual frames. First frame, there's not much to it. It's just our lovely little deer dude looking like the sweet, precious little bean that he is before I dump a bunch of trauma on him. Anyways, so you see he's wearing his willow crown because he's being all cute like that. Birthmark. He is a birthmark, but if you've seen his character ref, yeah. Don't really have much to say about this. This is what Mikali looks like at the willow. He sheds all his finery. Why did I say shed? That sounds so weird. Anyway, he gets rid of all his finery before going there because he doesn't exactly like talking about his princeliness. And so this is just basically underclothes, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, and he nice sweet expression because he's happy there. Unlike the next frame. No, the crown does not actually look like that. They don't enjoy stabbing royals and bleeding all over the place. It's mostly just symbolic for how it hurts him, stabs him. I don't know. It's pointy, and the thorns grew tighter, so yeah. And it was nice and dramatic to have blood dripping down the face. Yeah, and he's got his finery on. I don't know. I thought it looked really cool with his eyes crossed out. He tries to hide that part of his identity. He doesn't like it. And also, it just looks cool. Next frame was painful. Reminded me of how much I hate animating, and yet I still do it. Anyways, let's talk about the trees. Aren't they pretty? I can actually somehow draw forests. Don't ask how. Trees, scribble, cute little heart thingies that look like shrubs. And then there's, if you weren't at the live stream, I revealed an OC. This is Willanora. That's Willanora. Why did I spell that out? I can probably stick that on the screen in editing. It's fine. She's kind of a clouded. Oh, great. Yes, it's dinner time. Sorry. Had an interruption because, fun fact, I have a life. I'm human. I mean, elf. I'm an elf. Anyways, Nora, I call her Nora for short. She's a clouded leopard, and they can climb headfirst down trees, which I thought was really cool. And it was fun posing her. It's really cool how fluid and dynamic cats are, So yeah. And again, her claws dripping red is mostly metaphorical. I also explained this in the live stream, but in case you did not catch it, in my world, if you've ever read Spirit Animals, that helps with concept, but an animal and a human can bond, basically. I call it, it's being touched. So you might have seen that on Ivy May's ref. She's been touched. She's bonded to this leopard, Nora. So yeah. But before Ivy May, Nora was the touched of a a different person, a not so nice person, and so she was manipulated and used to be a very lethal assassin, basically. So yeah, that's why her claws are dripping red. And she's also kind of indirectly part of Ivy May's trauma, so that's complicated. Next frame! Crown of Marigolds. This one is just fluff. Ivy May has mommy issues. I swear, why is it always the parents that traumatizes people? Anyways, but she has a happy memory as a kid. She picked marigolds and just other kind of yellow and white flowers. Just, I don't know. For her mom, she made a cute little bouquet because she's a sweet child before getting traumatized. Well, no, she's still sweet somehow afterwards. Don't ask me how. And so she tells Macaulay about that. And then so for her 16th birthday, he made her a flower crown, and it's just so sweet and fluffy. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. And that's why she is the flower part of Flowerdeer. The next frame, oh, I'm very proud of it. I definitely referenced my own hand because, oh my gosh, I can't. But this blood is not metaphorical. As said in the fine print, they made a blood oath. Yeah, you know what? Sure. I'll spoil. They made a blood oath of honesty. They would tell each other everything. Which, you know, they kept that promise really well, you know. They were so honest with each other. Totally. Well, I mean, okay, besides their major traumas, they pretty much shared everything. I just thought it'd be sweet. But yeah. That was a pain to recolor. I stupidly drew everything in black and with red, and then I had to recolor everything green. It was just a pain in the butt. Next frame. Oh, this is, I don't know. The plot gets a little nebulous as you get further on, but this is the accidental kidnapping. Because Ivy May and co are leaving on a ship. And they're also kind of accidentally being pursued by a bunch of angry spectral wolves. So, you know, Macaulay just has to go along to not die. Whoops-a-doozles. Oh, you just kidnapped the prince. Haha. Oh no. Anyway, some things I like about this. As you can see, Ivy May has one of his it's not a strap, it's like the ribbon thingies, you know, the little twirly bits Macaulay has. You get it. But yeah, she has one of those wrapped around her wrist because they swapped things after a time when they were separated and reunited, just in case when she had to leave a bit. Yeah, the plot's kind of nebulous, but she's kind of captured-ish. I don't know. I'm rewriting their story, so I don't really know what's going on even as the author. Oh my gosh. But yeah, they have to split up, and so he gives her that, and so then she gives him her little Willowwood beads, if you remember that from the character ref. Oh, another detail I like. Dear Dude's vest is split open, but like the buttons broke because she's straining so hard to get to her. It's just cute. And then the pushed up sleeves. I like drawing clothing folds. Their panicked, sobbing faces. They frantically reach for each other, and the way like the hands are pulled apart as the frames transition. Oh my gosh, I love it. And then he's left on his own. you don't actually know. I'm not actually going to tell you if he makes it onto that boat. Wait, I just said he was accidentally kidnapped. Never mind. Yeah, he makes it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This frame, so many flowers. I definitely could have done it better, but oh well. But it was fun making everything move dramatically. And you can see by his antlers, this is like sometime in the future. Because his antlers grow and shed, just like real deer, because, I don't know, it's just fun adding little deer details to the Fae. Just him being traumatized and sobbing because, and probably having a panic attack over whether Ivy Mae is okay, because he's just sweet like that. This frame took longer because details. I just had to have the most complicated designs. Yeah, I took a lot of inspiration from Avatar: The Last Airbender for how they dance. I mean, you can see there's like traditional dancing, but I just like the idea of their dangly things. I don't have a better word for it. Their dangly things flowing around and like holding up. Just the it's cool. And I feel like it would add a bunch of drama as they're dramatically circling each other and, you know, arguing because, holy crap, you're the prince! That's nice and dramatic. I probably said dramatic like 4 times in the last minute. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know. Crossed out faces because nobody else exists. The world narrows in on those two. And if you can't tell, I can't draw shoes. Just don't look at my collie shoes. Oh no, this is sweet. See, this is the barefoot prince. This is that chapter. He's like, would you dance with me in these fountains? Because I played in these as a child. Just kidding. No, he doesn't ask. He shoves her in, actually. And she gets all soaked. And she's so mad at him. But then he's laughing and she pulls him in. And then they just have more fun. It's not the stiff, formal, angry dance they had earlier. Now they're just being kids and enjoying each other's company. And he somehow, his willow crown appeared because, plot magic. And they ditched the finery because you don't want that to get wet. Oh yeah, and just sun, fountain, kingdom of the sun, you know. If you recognize this gazebo, then 50 points to you. 50 points to Gryffindor. I don't know. This is the little gazebo where all the sweetness happens. The climax. I mean, kind of. I mean, it's also not really the climax because it's more of a series, but anyway. This was the background for their portraits in the well, in the other drawings. Hopefully, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they're sobbing together because oh no, I love you, but we cannot be together. Oh, Jerome. I don't know. I don't know. I have to rewrite the scene, but they're just slow dancing and sobbing like a normal evening, you know? And then, yeah, as she admits her trauma, how she definitely broke the blood oath, but just sobbing, you know? And he takes care of her because he's sweet like that. And then, I love this transition. How now she's alone. She's crying alone because he's not there because she might have gotten exiled for being touched. Ha ha! Yeah, fun fact. Society does not like them. Yeah. Weeping beneath the willow. No. Sleep beneath the willow. Weeping by the way. That's definitely not the melody. It's fine. I can't go a single video, like one of these talking videos, without spontaneously bursting into song. Why is that? I don't know. You guys seem to enjoy it. Anyway, a little detailed. I mean, I'm definitely biased because of Kella's panics, but I wanted the break to be barred. The break. English. Just speak words. The bark to be braided. Yeah, because it looks pretty. And please ignore how sloppy the leaves are. Oh, and if you look closely in that background, there's a bridge, because, you know, they wouldn't be swimming to the willow all the time. But there are things on that bridge. Just keep that bridge in mind. It's very important, and it will spoil lots of lore. But, oh, I forgot about this. She is in that second outfit in her character ref. This is after being touched. Well, like, a little while after, and like after, I don't know, escaping, capture, something, plot. So yeah, she's all raggedy. She has to scavenge clothing, and oh no, this was oh yeah, she found that the exiled touched don't just go wander off and live in isolation. They actually band together in camps to help each other survive, and it's actually really cool. But anyway, she comes back to the willow, and he's not there, and so she's sobbing her little heart out, and there on her back, is, like, you can faintly see it, is her touch, the, Nora's paw on her back. Yeah, she's all got, and yeah, and so the touched wear, tank tops that show off their mark, because they're not ashamed of it. Yeah. She totally won't, like, lead some sort of revolution or anything. No! Challenge society's norms. And the thumbnail, which, yeah, I did not save a copy of, but, oops. Yeah, this is just a pretty dramatic shot of the willow. I really like the willow. Actually, their story is largely inspired by the song Willow by Jasmine Thompson, after I heard it from Shasha's PMV thingy, you know, for her So Keef thing. Yeah. Also, I just like willow trees. Yes, she's all alone. Oh, this was a frame I didn't quite know what to do for a long time. But I like this. I like how his willow crown is what divides the parts. And he's got bare feet, and you can actually see his signet ring on his finger, which I like the design. And if you look very closely, there's an M, and, well, it looks like a W, but it's technically just an E turnaround, because those are his initials. Well, there's actually more to his initials, because, you know, he's a prince, he's got to have 5 billion names. But I'll save that for later, because I have too much fun with anagrams and stuff. Anyway, and there's also his I still don't know what, you know, his not straps, oh my gosh, what do I call them? His thingy, his strips of cloth with 4 little lines on it that represent the elements. Those things, yes, you can see that. I'm so good at words. And the willow beads, and his veil with his antlers. Next frame. Oh yeah, the next few frames were more of a collection. I had a lot of fun with movement. Oh, and you can see she's got tear stains. I'm so nice to my children. Yeah, she's just running for him, just a bolt. This is, like, timeline-wise, this is far-ish in the future, because after the accidental kidnapping, their boat, like, crashes, and they're all separated, and after a long while, they finally managed to see each other again. Oh, here's Mikali looking so shy, nervous, like, just overwhelmed with feelings. He's like, she's here, my beautiful flower girl. All my dear two dreams are coming true, you know. And I really like this hand. That was a good hand. Like, hands are hit or miss. I think I can mostly draw them, but this one was good. Holding that veil and whipping it off. Totally not symbolic at all. Yeah, and that's a pretty good hand too. And just crying as he pulls off his burdens. And then we have this frame. Yeah, this one took a while for obvious reasons, but for now, I'll just look at the sketch. I did add more grass because I wanted to hide. Well, I wanted to hide how awkward his legs are. I don't like his legs. There's something wrong with it. His pose is just awkward for some reason. I tried. I probably should have had him leaning backwards, but I wanted them to be leaning into each other, to be meeting each other, not her just bowling. I want them both to be bowling each other over. So yeah. Oh, and Ivy May has like a fist. She's like clutching his vest so hard she's like pulling it off him. That's just a detail I liked. Oh, and the willow beads and the cloth strip thingies reunite. And they're just running so fast, their tears stream out behind them. It's just so cute. And yeah, I chose to put her in a dress because, I don't know, dramatic, floofy things. And then there's the full-on artwork. This was trying a lot of new things. Yeah, I actually just like looked up a picture of a sunset and then converted that photo into a color palette, and I just used that color palette besides like their skin tones. But yeah, I haven't really used just one color palette for things. Like, I know that's artsy important somehow, I don't know, but I usually just picked colors I liked, but I tried to make it more cohesive, and I think it came out alright. I like how warm toned the painting is. Yeah, and I used a lot of painterly brushes and a 6B pencil and stuff. Yeah, the sky turned out really fun. Like, it was nice blending everything, and but like also making it blotchy because it looks cool. And having the clouds and glowing, and like they're also like slightly pink. The wheat field, just having the texture, or not wheat field, just the grass. Why do I always think it's wheat? And just how like using yellow and then purple for shading. That's I thought a lot more about colors. It was kind of fun. I don't know. And the foreground grass. Yeah, that was fun. And also lighting the line art, like not just having it darker, that it really helps with the glowing feel. Ah yes, and the lighting. Oh my gosh, the lighting. I was inspired by some other artwork that I saw with, I think it was an eclipse, something, but had that shine, and I've seen it in like photographs before. I wanted to add that, and I think it turned out really cool. Like, I handmade the bokeh. I didn't use the brush for that, but yeah, it turned out really cool. Makes everything, and I worried a little less about blowing everything out. I just wanted it to be bright because, well, light is bright. And there's some sparklies around the grass because you know how there's dust flecks in the air and you kind of just see them. It makes it all shimmery like fairy dust. Yeah, that's kind of what they are. And now to the people. Funny story. So you see Ivy May's green dreadlocks and his green vest? That's actually orange if you color pick it. Because there's an art hack. I learned it somewhere. I really do not remember where. But orange is green and green is orange. But it's basically saying in that like nasty area between well, like, you know, diagonal from the most saturated corner to just black, like more towards the black, but in the gray, but also color area, that looks green in the context of all the other warm colors. So, yeah, color theory. And yeah, I used lots of fun shading, just like pink and brown, just makes the light more blushy, and also purple to shade. I found that using purple to shade darker skin looks really nice, along with like yellows mostly, but I use pink and I do like it. But yeah, again, shading the line art just makes the edges pop. Her dress, I'm less happy about it. I don't think I should have used purple to shade it. It makes it just look weird, but oh well, I've learned. Next time. And then there's Mikali. I don't know, cause I like the, oh, that's technically on Ivy May, the strip thingies, how they're glowing too. About Mikali, oh, his hair turned out a little too purple, but that was what I had in the color palette, and I didn't really want to use the original color I had in his ref, because I felt like it just wouldn't quite fit, but I don't know, it fit. If you don't, that's probably just my artistic preference. I do like how his hair glows. Oh, and their tears glowing. I like that. But yeah, there's hugging. But yeah, that's my Overgrown AMV. I spent, oh my gosh, how much time have I logged in Procreate? Oh well, I technically said this in the video, but oh wow, yeah. Well, now it's 22 hours, probably because I just spent an hour like staring at all the frames, but you know. Oh my gosh, and there's 36,353 total strokes made. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I spent a long time on it, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So yeah. Now you got all the lore. I hope you have been well fed, or I don't know. People talk about eating lore, but yeah, hopefully I've released a few hostages. That is a really weird analogy, and you've enjoyed this video. Yeah.